So, back to where I was, sweating beads. I had to clear my storage space. I had a lot of photos and I had a lot of videos. I had 488 photos that I needed to delete. It's stored on my laptop. And then also I had 8 videos. And videos, for those who do not know, take up more storage space because videos are, if I'm not mistaken, 24 frames per second. So for every picture you take, it's like one batch of data space. But with videos, you do 24 of those per second, and I was doing 6-minute videos, and I had 8 of them. So that took up a lot of storage space in my little phone. This phone is not designed for large storage capacity. Pardon the sweat. Make no excuses or no apologies for my hair. My hair is in its natural state, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I got hang time, but it's gonna be longer. But the convenience of the crochet braids will be something that, and I will even do pictures of how I do. What I'm doing first is I am plaiting 3-strand braids throughout my entire head. And I use a mirror so I can see the back of my head. I go into the bathroom and there's a mirror that I'm able to use, one in the front, one in the back, so I'm able to see both. I've been doing this since I think, being the only girl, I had to do my own hair. Mom, she took care of my hair as well and had Cynthia Miller next door, braid my hair. But getting back to what I was talking about before, I'm in an entire process. I'm approaching my 60s on my next birthday, which is about, less than a month away, about 2-3 weeks away. I will be 59 years old. So I'll be going into 60 in 2023. But there are a lot of things that I would like to accomplish throughout the course of my life. And I believe this next phase of my life is going to be very public because I am going to be highly successful. And it's not just because I want to or I am willing it to be. I believe this is a sovereign plan of God. This is something that He set in motion before the foundation of the world. And I've been under a tremendously long training period. I would venture to say about 40 years. I've been in my apprenticeship, anointings. I got anointings back at Love Gospel in the 80s, the late 80s, 87 on to 95. Then I went to Dr. Beverly Bam Crawford's ministry in Los Angeles, Inglewood, California, Bible Enrichment Fellowship International Church. Love Gospel under Bishop Gerald Julius Kaufman in the Bronx. And may he rest in peace. He passed in 1997. So, I believe that both of them were apostles and prophets. Apostles, I've been under the apostolic and prophetic anointing since the 80s. Under the teaching anointing of Dr. Fred Price, rest in peace also, since the earlier part of the 80s, 84 to 86 is when I really locked in. So this has been in motion, in serious motion since the 80s. So the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, I would say it's been like a 40-year journey. And I've come out of the wilderness. I'm about to enter into my promised land. Part of it includes me acquiring and purchasing, buying out my brothers for the house where my grandparents spent their latter years. Like I said, they had been in the city prior to. They went from living in Manhattan and the Bronx to living on Long Island, having purchased the land in 1931, having the house built in 1960, my grandfather built the garage himself, and he added, there are a lot of features. I'll go through it when I do a walkthrough of the house. But this is a spiritual journey, but it's also a physical journey. And I am going to take you with me. I believe this is something worth documenting because I'm going to show the before and the after. My room is a mess. I'm going to show all of this. This used to be mom's room. This used to be grandma's room. So I have generations of stuff in here. So I'm in the process of decluttering. So I will take you along with me as I declutter. And I'll do things in 6-minute spurts. Not even to mention my room. And the biggest things that I have to contend with are papers and clothes. And I'll get into that at another time. But this is the beginning of a new journey. Peace.